So for this next section, it starts off a little weird. Like it starts off changed compared to how it normally is, I guess, or at least that's how she played it in the video that I was going off of. I'll go ahead and show you how the most of it is actually played, and then I'll talk about how it's different the first time you play it in the first beat. So what you do is you alternate between either the 6th string or the 2nd string and the 1st string, and they're all open right now, at least. So what you do is you do the 6th string open with the thumb, and then the 1st string open with their middle finger, and then after that, then you start using the 2nd string for a bit, and you alternate. You basically hit the 1st string 8 times in this first part before you change to the next fret that you should be holding. But after you do that 6 for the first time, then the rest of them are switching between the 2nd string and the 1st string. I probably didn't explain that crazy well, but you should probably see the tabs in the bottom somewhere around there. And I'll also play it real quick so you can kind of hear what I'm talking about too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So after you do that, it's basically the same thing, except you're holding the 3rd fret on the 1st string, and you only play that 1st string 4 times this time. So 1, and then you start doing the 2nd string, 2, 3, 4, and then you play the 6th string again, and you hold the 1st fret this time, and you do that 4 times as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then after you've done that, then you do the exact same thing, except now you're playing the 5th string instead of the 6th string. So you're playing. So basically for this entire part, it's just repeating those 2 things for a total of 4 times, with a little change at the end I'll go over. But at the very beginning, the weird thing I was talking about, you start off doing the 5th string instead. I kind of explained that different, but kind of not. It's really weird. The first, I guess, measure, she's not playing the 5th string at all, and she also skips the first 4 counts, I guess, or beats, or whatever you want to call it. The first 4 first strings that you play. So after you do that first part, or the previous part, and she waits a bit, and then she starts like that, somewhere around there. I'm not sure if it's exactly 4 that she does, but then she does the 3rd string, then the 1st string, and then she starts with the 6th string. And while she's not playing the 5th string, she's replacing that with just the 2nd string. So she's truly actually alternating between the 1st and the 2nd string equally. So yeah, that first measure, it's kind of like this. I'll play it with the very ending of the previous part too. Right there is where it gets on. I should also mention that she really uses volume swell with that, at the very least with the 1st and the 2nd strings. So she'll start off each measure really quiet, like barely barely even audible. I don't even know if my mic's gonna pick that up. But at the very end, it's pretty loud. It's about that loud, somewhere around there. But it sounds really nice when you do it. The only thing you want to make sure is that you're not doing these lower strings too loudly, because they don't ring out too loud. It was really hard for me to actually hear that. In fact, I think I actually had to look at her thumb hitting them, and I was just like, wait, is she resting her thumb on the string, or is she playing it, or is she just kind of tweaking out with her thumb for a little bit or something? But yeah, so she's definitely playing it, I found out. Anyway, you do that first part where she's not playing it for a bit on the 5th string, then the 6th string, and then you do the true, I guess the true repetition of it where she's playing the 5th string and the 6th string, and then you repeat that true repetition again, and then you repeat it again for the 4th time, I guess, except at the very end it gets a little bit different. You start off the same thing, with the same thing, 6 open, alternate between those, except you only do it 4 times. Then you play the 6th again, and you start holding the 1st fret. Do that 4 times, play the 6th again, and start holding the 3rd fret. And you only do that, I guess it's 3.5 times, because usually each part you end it with the 1st string, but this time you end it with the 2nd string. So right there. So after you've done that, then you go all the way up to the 7th fret of the 1st string still, and you play that with your ring finger. Open 2nd with your middle finger, open 3rd with your index finger. Then you play the 8th fret, same thing basically. Ring finger, 1st string, 8th fret, open 2nd string with your middle finger, open 3rd string with your index. So then after that, then you go up to the 10th fret on the 1st string still, and do the same thing. So 1st string with your ring finger, open 2nd string with your middle finger, and open 3rd string. Oh no, open 6th string with your thumb this time. So it's not the same actually, sorry about that. So that's 10th open, or 10th 1st string, ring finger, 2nd string open, middle finger, and 6th string open with your thumb. So that's kind of a weird place for the next part to start, but the next little riff, I guess, she repeats it throughout that part, so that's why I kind of sectioned it off from the rest of this thing. But I'll go ahead and play this part real quick for you. I'll do it kind of slow, kind of not slow, just so you could kind of see what I was trying to explain, but it's kind of a long part. So I don't want to make this video longer than it has to be. And I'll go ahead and add in the ending of that previous part too, so you could kind of see that little length of time without her playing anything for a bit. So for this next part, I guess that last sixth string should have been coupled with this part, because that's also repeated with everything. So I'll just act as if I haven't shown you that yet. Because, yeah, I totally didn't show you that part yet. Anyway, sixth string open with the thumb. 12th fret open, 12th fret first string with the ring finger. Second string open with their middle. And third string open with their index. And then those last three, you do the same thing, except 15th fret on the first string. So 15th on the first string, ring finger. Second string open, middle finger. And then third string open, index. So then you play the 14th fret on the second string with their middle finger. And then third string open, index finger. And then the 12th fret on the first string with the ring finger. So then you play the 11th fret on the second string with the ring finger. Third string open with their middle finger. Then the fourth string open with their index. And then the 13th fret of the second string with their ring finger. Oh, no, 12th fret, sorry. So then you play the natural harmonic on the 12th fret of the second string with their ring finger. So that section was then after that you play 7th fret on the third string with the middle finger. Hammer on to the 9th fret. Pull off to the 7th. Then you play the second string open with the ring finger. Then you play that 7th fret on the third string again with your middle finger still. Then hammer on to the 9th. So then you play right here. It's kind of like a few parts ago. The where one of the strings always had the sixth string attached to it, or played with it, whatever you want to say. Except this time it's the third string. So anytime I say third string, it's also with the sixth string open, just to save some time. So you play 12th fret sixth string, or third string. Then the fourth string open. That third string is with their middle finger, by the way. And then the fourth string is with their index. Then the fourth string again, so on the 12th fret. Then the second string with the ring finger. Then the third string again, same fret. And then the fourth string open again. Then you move down to the 10th fret, so the third string, thus still the sixth string open. And then the fourth string open, index finger. Then you go down to the 9th fret of the third string. And then the fourth string open, their index again. So then you go down to the 5th fret of the third string, still with the sixth. And I think this is where that where the sixth isn't quite attached to the third string anymore. Then you play the 5th string open with your thumb. Then the 4th fret of the third string with their middle finger. Then the 4th string open with their index. Then the the 5th string open with the thumb again. Then the 5th string, or the 5th fret of the 3rd string with their middle finger. Then the 2nd string open with their ring finger. Then the 5th fret, or the 5th string open with the thumb. And then the 7th fret of the 3rd string with their middle finger. That was kind of confusing, but I'll play it real quick. After you've done that, then you repeat that little section beforehand. And you repeat those two things for a total of 4 of them. The last one ends a little bit differently, just like a lot of these sections for this song. I'll go ahead and show you real quick. So at this part, right here that I just showed you, instead of this last note, you basically just play the 3rd string open. So it sounds like this. So I'll go ahead and play both of those sections, or this whole part, whatever you want to call it, real quick. I guess I'll just do the normal one, the part that you repeat 3 times. I'll do that once, and then I'll repeat it with the slightly different ending. So for this final part, this is the final part, it's kind of a callback to one of the previous parts, that whole deal, except you do those first 3 notes, and then you play that's the 6th open, 4th open, and 3rd strings open, with their thumb, index, and middle fingers, respectively. So you play those. Then you play the 5th fret on the 5th string with your thumb. Slide up 2 frets to the 7th. And then you play the 3rd or the 4th string open with their index. Then you play the 4th fret of the 6th string. Then the 4th string open, and then the 3rd string open. Then you slide that 4th fret to the 7th fret, still on the 6th string, and then you play that with your thumb, and then you play the 4th string open with your index. So that little riff is. So what you do is you do that part 3 times, and then you repeat it again with a slightly different thing, just like the part that I was talking about beforehand that I taught you a couple videos ago. You play this part, and then you go back to this chord, which is 4th on the 6th string, 4th on the 3rd string, and 3rd on the 1st string. And you play the 6th string with the thumb, the 4th string with your index, the 3rd string with the middle, the 2nd string with your ring finger, and the 1st string with your pinky. And then you pull off that 3rd fret 1st string to open. So it sounds like this. So what you do is you play that part 3 times, and then you repeat it again, except just like that part that I was talking about a few videos ago, it changes at the last half of it. So you play the first few notes of it, and then you kind of start to play those next few notes, except you totally don't play the third fret on the first string. And what you do is you play 6th string, thumb, 4th string open with their index, 3rd string 4th fret with their middle finger, 2nd string open with their ring, 1st string open with their pinky, and then you play the 3rd string again, 4th string, or the 2nd string again, and the 1st string again. And then after that, she does that kind of delayed chord thing again for the final chord thing. And that chord is open 6 with the thumb, open 5th with their index, open 4th with their middle, 2nd fret on the 3rd string with the ring finger, and open 2nd string with the pinky. And then she hammers that 2nd string onto the 2nd fret. So it sounds like this. So I'll go ahead and do that last part for you guys real quick. I'll repeat, or I'll do the part that repeats 3 times. I'll do that once, and then I'll do that final bit where it changes very slightly at the end, and then I'll do the final chord. Okay, so that's the very end of Adventure Spirit by Yvette Young. If you guys liked the video, go ahead and give me a like, subscribe, comment below if you want to give me any suggestions for another song to do. I usually try to do them. Well, I'm trying to do them every week. This should probably be up by Friday, but I'm trying to do them every Friday if I can. If the song is particularly difficult for me to learn, or if it's taking me too long to upload, then I'll kind of use the next Friday after that as kind of a fallback. But I want to really do them every Friday, so kind of expect that. And yeah, go ahead and do all that good stuff. And thanks for watching. See you next time.